Hi. Today I'm gonna be making a lot of videos, so yeah. But the first one I'm gonna do today, and it's gonna be leading on. But I'm gonna do creepypasta. I'm gonna talk about each character. I'm gonna have some songs that I want to share, and then some stray games. So, first one today will be the rake for creepypasta. I want to talk about him. I don't have a picture, but he's kind of like really creepy. He looks like really skinny, and he goes to he's like skeleton and with skin, like really thin skin skeleton, and it's like on the ground and it like crawls and its four legs. It's creepy. But let's share some information. Okay, I'm gonna read this whole thing here. So if I skip around, my voice will get all mumbly too. So, but during the summer of 2003, events in the northeastern United States involving a strange human-like creature sparked brief local media interest before an apparent blackout was attacked. Little or no information was left intact, as most online and written accounts of the creature were mysteriously destroyed. Excuse me. If my computer would work. Primarily focused in rural New York State and once found in Idaho, self-proclaimed, oh, that's close to me, self-proclaimed witnesses told stories in their encounters with the creature of unknown origin. Emotions range from extremely traumatic levels of fright and discomfort to an almost childlike sense of playfulness and curiosity. While their published versions are no longer on record, my memories remain powerful. Several of the involved parties began looking for the answers last year. Oh my gosh. In early 2006, the collaboration had accumulated nearly 2 dozen documents dating between the 12th century and present day, spanning 4 continents. In almost all cases, the stories were identical. I've been in contact with a member of this group was able to excerpts from their upcoming book. I just read that off the internet there. So, Suicide Note, 1964. As I prepare to take my life, I feel it necessary to assuage any guilt or pain I have introduced through this act. It is not the fault of anyone other than him, for once I woke up and felt his presence, and once I woke I saw his form. Once again I woke up and heard his voice and looked into his eyes. I cannot sleep without fear, or what I might next awake to experience. I cannot ever wake. Goodbye. Found in this same wooden box were 2 empty envelopes addressed to William and Rose, and one loose personal letter with no envelope. Dear Lenny, I have prayed for you. He spoke your name. The journal entry, translated from Spanish, 1880. I have experienced the greatest terror. I have experienced the greatest terror. I've experienced the greatest terror. I see his eyes when I close mine. They are hollow, black. They saw me and pierced me. His wet hand, I will not sleep. His voice, and then unintelligible text that says there. The Mariner's Log, 1691. He came to me in his sleep. From the foot of my bed, I felt a sensation. He took everything. We must return to England. We shall not return here ever again, as the request of the rake. From a witness of 2006. 3 years ago, I just returned from a trip from Niagara Falls with my family for the 4th of July. We were all very exhausted after a day of driving, so my husband and I put the kids right to bed and called it a night. At about 4 a.m., I woke up thinking my husband had gotten up to use the restroom. I used the moment to steal back the sheets, only to wake up In the process, I apologized and told him I thought he got out of bed. When he returned to face me, he gasped and put out his feet from the other end of the bed quickly, and his knee almost knocked me out of the bed. He grabbed me and said nothing. After adjusting to the dark for half a second, I was able to see what caused the strange reaction. At the foot of the bed, sitting from and faced away from us, there was what appeared to be a naked man or a large hairless dog of some sort. His body position was disturbed and unnatural, as if it had been hit by a car or something. For some reason, I was not instantly frightened by it, but more concerned as it conditioned. At this point, I was somewhat under the assumption that we were supposed to help him. My husband was peering over his arm and knee, tucked into the fetal position, occasionally glancing at me before returning to the creature. I'm not going to read anymore because this is scaring me, because I don't really like the rake. So that's mostly for the rake.